Awesome. Well, thank you,
We jump
gentlemen.
in, Daniel.
With that, Ansi, we will turn the time over to you, and can't wait to hear about the new things that are coming out here at Ekahau.
Awesome. Thank you for the surprise. So as you may have seen a few times too many today already, I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this moment for weeks or not even months or even months. So can't wait to tell about the new stuff that we have coming up. So Ekahau has been in the business of Wi-Fi design and optimization for more than a decade, and we're very proud to be the market leaders in this space. And as you may know, we like to divide our portfolio across the Wi-Fi lifecycle so that we have products for design and validation, optimization, and troubleshooting. Now we have seen today some really great examples from real users how they use our products in real life environment and in their work. So Pro, Sidekick, and Survey and Analyzer applications have been featured in a great way. So there isn't much I can add there except for two things. So first of all, we are going to make them even better. And I'm very excited to tell you about the new things that we are bringing. And then the second point was that I saw a comment earlier in the chat and also in the questions and answer box that it's great applications, but it's a pity that they are not connected. Well, I wanted to comment on that they are indeed connected via the cloud backend. And today I also wanted to share more light on how we can actually improve the collaboration and sharing between the applications. So moving forward. We are building our applications and our solutions, or we are basing them on Sidekick. So this is the most accurate Wi-Fi measurement device in the market. And because of the accuracy and the magnitude of the measurements that it provides, we can leverage it in our applications. And we continue to build and make it even better. So we brought mobility into Wi-Fi surveys already in 2019, and it's been a great success. So majority of our users are already taking advantage of mobile devices in surveys because they are so much lighter to carry, they are accurate, and it's also fast and more efficient to do surveys this way. Now we are going to improve the functionality on Ekahau Survey. So you already saw a couple of examples in Ari's presentation earlier. So one of the new features that we are bringing into Survey is instant replay functionality. So you have an ability to analyze the data in more detail directly in the mobile device. And this makes it much easier and more efficient than in the past, because I mean, earlier you had to transfer the file back to a laptop and use Pro to analyze it in detail. Now you don't actually have to do that. You can do that directly from the mobile device. Another big new feature is interference detector. So what it actually does is that you know that the Wi-Fi network is error prone. It actually sometimes takes external interference from certain devices like microwave ovens or Wi-Fi or speakers or Bluetooth headsets. And detecting and classifying the interference is a bit laborious today, because it means that you need to analyze the spectrum and you need to understand based on the shape and the rhythm of the spectrum that what type of device it is. So we are adding a feature which will automatically classify the sources of interference. So basically, you can see directly from the spectrum what kind of interfering device there is, and also the application will help you to locate the source of interference much faster so that you can eliminate it disturbing from your network. And as mentioned, right now the survey is available for iOS, but we are also expanding it to Android soon. And many people are asking about the schedule, so it's coming in later this year. So no, I'm not going to disclose the exact details here. Okay, so moving on then to Ekahau Pro. So a massive new thing there is the AI Auto Planner. So Ari showed already a demo video on how that works. So from the user point of view, it's quite simple. You basically you feed in your floor plan and you define the physical environment and the access point type that you are going to use, and then the auto planner does the work for you. So it is a multi-point optimization algorithm that finds the best possible permutation out of all possibilities and actually then uses that as a basis for the design. And it also does the configuration, so placing of the access points and the configuration. And there were some questions earlier that if it's based on brute force. No, it really isn't. So actually, it would take billions of permutations to go through everything. So how it works is that we take first a good educated guess that what would be an ideal setup for the that specific premise, and then we start actually adjusting the access points one by one. So we change the location a bit and we change the configuration and we analyze that what is the impact to the neighboring access points. And at the same time, we also adjust the number of access points to find the optimal configuration for the network. So it would be really laborious and resource heavy to do brute force. So this is actually much more advanced than that, and it is not going to require a massive computing power to do this. Someone also asked that if this is going to do the job of a Wi-Fi planner. No, it's not there to replace a Wi-Fi expert. You should really consider it as a really useful helper, like a minion, which will help you to go through all of these thousands and tens of thousands of iterations, and it will make your job a lot easier and much more efficient. So it's not there to take your job or build a Skynet or anything like that. The next new thing, the 6 gigahertz simulator. So this is also very exciting. So we believe that the mass adoption of 6 gigahertz is going to take place in 2023. And while preparing that, there are a couple of things to be taken into account. So how actually, before going into that, how it actually works is that you basically you run a survey at your premises and you feed this information to the simulator. And based on this information, it's capable of extrapolating on how a 6 gigahertz network would look like by using a certain access point type. And you can also provide your own requirements to it, and it will simulate then the network based on this. And this will give you two great benefits. So first of all, you can use this information for budgeting. It tells you what would be the likely amount of access points that you need. But even more importantly, the point that Ari brought out, that the issues or performance degradations or potential problems that you have in your network today will be most likely carried over to 6 gigahertz network. And this will help you to understand the impact of those and also create the plan how to eliminate it before going into that phase. Then the third product, Ekahau Analyzer. For that, we are bringing a couple of new things. So first of all, interference detection will work in the same way as it works in our survey. We will. It already contains the spectrum analysis, and in the same way, you can classify and detect the interference by using the same functionality. The big new thing for Analyzer is going to be the packet analysis. So there we have a capability to do packet capture directly from the application. And then we provide, based on the capture, we provide statistics like, for example, information about the clients and information about the packets directly to the user. So that process has been made a lot easier. And then the last but not least is the new product that we have been waiting to talk about. So as you can see on this one, all the dots from the sidekick to applications are leading to the user interface on the right. So this is the new product that we are going to talk about. So without any further ado, let's go directly into it. So we are going to launch a product called Ekahau Insights, which is an automated, fast and easy Wi-Fi performance analytics tool. So what it actually means is that it consumes all of your Ekahau data. So Ekahau survey data, but also Ekahau Pro and Analyzer data will be supported. It's based on the cloud backend. So automatically all of the data that is being either synchronized by yourself or it's being shared with you will be visible in this solution. And this is a really complementary aspect to existing management systems, because typically network management systems look from the network inside out. So they look at the switches and routers and access points, whereas they don't have a clear visibility on what is the network performance and quality at the end user location. So we have the other angle. We are looking at outside in. So based on, for example, based on survey data or based on analyze data, we can analyze the data. We can actually see what is the quality and performance of the network on each individual user's location, for example. And this is the point of bringing all of this into the same tool. And this is also the complementary aspect to existing management tools so that you can combine both views into a one. So what it effectively does is that it provides the users a global visibility into the network health and quality across all of the sites. So it's especially when you're running, let's say that you are the owner of a large enterprise network, or you are a system integrator working with multiple different clients and multiple different networks. It's quite laborious today to try to stay synchronized with the different project files. So those are typically sent back and forth via email, or they are being stored on some shared drive. And then you have challenges on who has the latest versions and has they been really shared with everyone and so on. And how do you find the right data? And with this tool, you don't actually have to go through that. It basically contains all of the data, and it's visible and it's visualized and it's there in a single repository. Now, because it's based on a cloud, it also contains functionality for easy sharing and collaboration. So you can basically easily share this information to all of your users, all of your colleagues, and also to your clients. We have built in quality analytics into the tool so that you can actually directly see from the dashboards that what is, for example, the health of the network and how well does it comply against the requirements that you have set for your individual networks. We have built in a heat map viewer. And then we also have, we provide an API, so basically to simplify the workflow, and so that you can also feed this information to a third-party system, and it can also, you can also take in data from third-party systems. So let's take a look how it actually works. So this is my main user interface. And as you can see, there's a big map on the top, and all of my projects are located on this map. So you can either define the location by yourself, or you can let the system to define it. And I can scroll and I can zoom in by using the map as it usually does. Then I have a listing of my projects. So I can list my project by name. I can sort them by name. I can see, for example, when they have been surveyed last time. But I can see directly from here, what is the health of my network? And then we have a graphical representation of the same here on the right. Then I have a full network inventory. So these are the access points that we have discovered during the surveys. And also I know the vendors, I know the generation, and I know the count of the access points. And then I have also a listing of my surveyors here. So who has been conducting the surveys, how long it took, and what was the coverage. Now let's take a look on how does an individual site look here. So we go directly into a project. And we came here through the map, but there's also an easier way to organize your project. So you can add here custom tags. So let's put here a custom tag. There we go. So if you wanted to find a specific project, you define a tag, or you use existing tag. And whenever you're doing searches, you select a tag, and there we go. We have the same project now here. And this will help you to organize all of your sites. No need for folders. Okay, so here we have the surveys that we have been running on this particular site. Then I have the individual floors. So now I can see the quality indicators for my floors. I have the primary, secondary signal strength, SNR, channel interference, and my network health here, and the number of issues. And any discrepancies to my requirements is highlighted on red. So for example, here on first floor, we have a channel interference issue. In the same way, we have the network inventory and the survey events for this particular site. Now let's go and see what's going on in the first floor and what's the challenge here. Now I went into the heat map viewer, and now it's displaying a single floor, and then this particular floor is defined or split into different design areas, and I can see the same quality indicators for all of my design areas, also the number of issues and health. So on the top, I have a heat map view, and I can select here, for example, the band. Okay, that's how it changes. I can also change the heat map type. So earlier we saw that there was a discrepancy to channel interference. As expected, it looks like 5 gigahertz is clean, but on 2.4 we seem to have channel interference in these gray areas. So this is how you could use the solution to drill from the top down to basically to see, first of all, what's the quality of your network and what are the discrepancies, and this is how you investigate it further. Oh, and by the way, there's one more thing that I wanted to show to you. I spoke earlier about the sharing. So you can also share this with the customers who have no Ekahau licenses. I just click here, create a shareable link, and then I copy it to my clipboard, and then I just send the link to whomever I wanted to send. So whether it's my client or my stakeholders or my boss, I can just send the link, and they don't need to have a license. They just use the link to access the same data and the same dashboard. So just to summarize, what did we? And I'm aware that we are almost out of time, so I'm going to wrap up in a minute. Just to wrap up what we were just looking here. So it brings basically 3 use cases. We have a single view into the network quality, a single repository for the data with easy sharing and collaboration tools. We automatically identify issues, and that eliminates the need to search through individual project files in Pro. And then we have the heat map viewer that also can be shared with other users. So I have a small ad here on the bottom of the screen. As it happens, my friend Steven and Sophia, they have a new YouTube channel called The Basement Series. And as it happens, they released a new episode today featuring Ekahau. So in that one, we are also talking about insights and some other products. So take a look if you are interested. Last but not least, we are opening the insights for beta testing, and now we are taking applications. So the address is ekahau.com/beta program. Please go and fill in your information and send us your application. We are very happy to see live users here, so that we can understand how it behaves when we have live users using it already for the as they intended to use. I think that's it. Thank you for your attention.
Awesome. That is fantastic. I know that so many folks are really, really excited about what's coming for Insights.